Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, only of all praises, all honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, who I learn from daily and rule well. Peace and the salutations into the hopeful elect who are given diligence to make their calling of election sure. As the brother Ariah should fight back with another lesson. Lord willing, let's be straight to the point and edifying. And beautiful times, brothers. Beautiful times. The true men of the Lord who are sincerely doing this work, and are seeing these things that are coming to pass, are in, awe and praising Yahweh Shema Shai for the things that are taking place right now. Again, like I said in my last video, there's so many things to do videos on, so many ways to do this work. If you're not doing it, you're just a, slacking servant, if you will. You're a lukewarm servant. So, but as you can see, this is the video that I got playing in the background. Right now I got it muted, but I'm gonna run a clip after I said a few things on the topic. Right, so in this clip, this what appears to be an Edomite talking about how Pam Bondi is essentially designating anybody that's quote unquote Antifa, which is a blanket organization, if you will, for any American that speaks against the quote unquote fascism, right, or the ways of this governing body, if you will, is essentially terrorists, and they're going to handle them the way that they handle terrorists, which is what? Executing them, man. So we're here, brothers, man. We ain't got too much longer in this thing, This is the devil showing his horns, right? Because we know who this is for. They say Antifa, they try to create, this veil for who they're really after. But we know that they are after the men of the Lord, right? Everything that is being done is to combat this word, right? Combat Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? Because they know that their time is short, man. Straightforward right there, man. That, the devil knows that he have a short time, roughly paraphrasing the scripture, But, yeah, man, so we in that time frame where we're about to be persecuted for this word, right? And ultimately the word is going to be a famine of the word, right? That's what's coming, right? So you people had your time to get this word and listen. And, I speak as a man, but that ark, that door of the ark is officially, not officially, but, it's closing, if you will, But I'm going to grab a few scriptures and then I'm going to let this video play. Lord willing, this be edifying. This is Amos 5:10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Man, and that's straight to the point, man. They hate this word, right? Because we are prophesying and bringing down this kingdom through this word, man. Right? People are waking up. People are starting to see through the veil. That didn't happen, by chance, right? This is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's plan, right? We know that to be a fact, right? The men of the Lord have been on the highways and byways telling you for, utmost 30 years, right? Telling you that this was coming. Everything that's happening now was coming, right? They've been telling us, man, right? But you people, you didn't want to listen, right? But because they've been telling, prophesying this and saying these things were going to happen, guess what? We're a target, man, right? Because they know these words to be true, right? These Edomites, of course, they brushed it off, up to this point, like, yeah, whatever, man, we ain't trying to hear that, right? But look at it. Look what's going on now. This place is falling, man, right? So I'm going to read that again. They hate him that rebuketh at the gate. And who is that? That's the men of the Lord, man, on the highways and byways, giving you this truth day in and day out, week in and week out, season in, season out, man. Ain't no seasons out, but all throughout the seasons, man. They abhor him that speaketh uprightly, right? Because this word is the truth, man. It's upright, it's righteous, right? And this is a evil, evil place. This place is wicked, man, right? All you see here in Babylon is wickedness, man. It's upside down. And they trying to flip the script. Evangelic, whatever people, they trying to go back to church and we gonna start man, I can't tell you how many Edomites I ran into who are trying to profess that Yahweh is the name of the Lord, and they turning back to him, and this word is for everybody, man. If you say so. If you say so, man, but we know that not to be true. All right, let's get this next scripture. I'm gonna start at 18. It said, "If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you." Right? So Yahweh Shai already went through this, right? Is the master, is the servant better than the master? Nah, so we gonna go through this too. Right? We gotta go through that refinement, man. We gotta be put in the furnace, right? We gotta go through, essentially um, this trial, man, right? To test our faith, man, to see if if you have really been girded in this thing, have you been really diligent in this thing, man, right? It says, if you were of the world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you, man, and they hate us, right? And they're going to be coming against us because they believe that we're responsible. In reality, Yahweh Shai is responsible for bringing them the kingdom, right? And that's straightforward, man. Let's move on to our next scripture. Scripture, like I said, man, quick hit, straight to the bloodstream, as the art used to say. Let me see. I'm gonna start at 19. It says the meek also shall increase in their joy. And what are we increasing in joy watching this place go down, man? Watching you people panic about the food stamps, watching you people freak out about everything that's going on when we've been telling you. So it's not a surprise, right? The Lord in the Lord, right? And that's what we doing. We increasing enjoying the Lord, man, everything that He's doing on this planet, right? It says, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, right? And that's what's taking place, man. You scorners, man, you scoffing ass niggas, right? You're about to be consumed, man. And the terrible one, you Edomites, man, you niggas is cooked. Y'all cooked, man. Y'all finished, right? Your kingdom is literally falling. You sitting here silent. Y'all was just talking all that talk, talking all that big shit, man. Where y'all at? Where's the scoffers at, man? That was, well, y'all niggas is bugging. Y'all tripping. No, come on, man. And all that watch for iniquity are cut off, right? That make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate and turn aside the just for the thing of not, man. So they're going to make us offenders for a word. Anybody that's speaking against this kingdom, man, is going to be persecuted, man, right? It's going to be, put to that flame, if you would, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we got coming down the pipeline, brothers. Right? So if you're not 10 toes in this thing, man, right, you're gonna take your hand off the plow. You're gonna get shook in this thing, man. You're gonna fall. You gotta be 1,000 billion, whatever number is unlimited, right? In your Yahweh Shai, Shai, in your faith, in your belief that everything that he said will come to pass, right? and that he'll take care of you in that time frame, right? And he'll protect you from these damn demons, these damn devils, right? So, you know, I'm gonna let this video play, man, and I'm gonna wrap it up after that. But until next time, man, all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakwadash. Shalom.
In a stunning moment, Pam Bondi just said they're going to start executing American citizens who they deem as being Antifa. She said, just like we're doing with the cartels, we're going to do the same thing with Antifa. Everybody needs to watch this clip and understand how serious this really is.
More than just getting the bad guy off the streets, it's breaking down the organization brick by brick. Just like we did with cartels, we're going to take the same approach, President Trump, with Antifa. Destroy the entire organization from top to bottom.
That is not normal political rhetoric. They are openly talking about executing American citizens based on their political beliefs. Antifa is used as a catch-all term to describe anybody who is against fascism, meaning what she said is essentially a threat to dissent itself. Antifa is not an organized terrorist group. This has been proven time and time again. People who are against fascism are not criminals. But here we have the Attorney General of the United States saying she wants to treat these people like they're cartel members. That type of language mirrors authoritarian regimes where governments conflate opposition with terrorism. This should terrify everybody who values democracy, due process, and basic civil rights. The Department of Justice should never operate as a political weapon. However, Donald Trump has made it clear he is not ashamed to use it as one, because we all know anybody who protests anything Donald Trump does is automatically going to be labeled an Antifa terrorist. The pattern is clear: silence critics, label them as extremists, and justify state violence against them under the guise of security.